Hey, 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 and welcome to Tala Talks, where I share my everyday thoughts and everyday experiences. If you're new to the channel, welcome, welcome. And if you've been following me, thank you so much for your support. I am so excited that you're back. In today's video, we are going to be featuring a condominium that is for rent here in the heart of Quezon City. I actually don't need this. I was just wanting to, this is for the blue screen. I will show you what it looks like. I hope you'll stay all throughout the video because I'll be showing you what to expect. Oh, I put it back. What to expect, how much does it cost, and we'll be doing a price comparison in your own country. So the USA, Canada, United Kingdom, Australia. I can't wait to show you what it costs in your area, and from there you can compare and see if it's worth buying or renting a condo here. Without further ado, let's get to the video. In this condominium that we're visiting, okay, I've decided to not wear this anymore. It's important to note that in this area there are so many colleges, there are so many schools, there is a hospital. So if you do plan to rent out, your neighbors might be students, they might be doctors, nurses, and that's the kind of environment that you'll be having. So there will not be a shortage of restaurants as well. There's a lot of supermarkets. There are a couple of malls. So if you want to go to the cinema, you know, if you need anything, if something happens to you and you need to go rush to the hospital is just next door as well. So you've basically got everything. The only thing I would say is that if you are the type to want to take the train or the MRT, LRT, unfortunately, you won't have access to that. Personally, how I get around this area in Quezon City, I use a two-wheel vehicle, which is a motorbike. So either move it, angkas, or joyride. Now, if you find that a bit too radical or too wild, or also there is the issue of pollution. I'm not gonna shy away from that issue. That is a problem. I really enjoy taking motorbikes, but particularly here in Metro Manila, the pollution can sometimes be a bit much. So I really salute all the drivers and riders of motorbikes of these companies, Angkas, Joyride, and Move It. They are doing such a great job. Or even Grab. Grab is a courier company here that delivers via motorbike. And Lala Move, they're doing such a great job in getting everyone's packages to its destination properly. I do know that there is a lot of health hazards going on there. So if you don't want to ride a two-wheel vehicle like your girl does, you can always take a four-wheel vehicle like a taxi or a Grab. We used to have an Uber here, but they've stopped it, unfortunately. I do feel like, yeah, maybe Grab can have a good use of a competition just to make the pricings a little bit more, I don't know, competitive. It does get expensive taking Grabs personally, for me anyway. So without further ado, let's get to the condominium. Now, I hope you'll stick around all throughout the video because I'll be showing you again how much it costs in comparison to places like your own country. Is it worth getting? I'll be giving you a virtual tour. You'll see what it's like firsthand. And there will be some challenges that we'll be seeing because, again, if you've seen my previous videos, a lot of the places that I feature are very beautiful. They're ready to move in. It's fully furnished. It's nice. In this particular one, personally, again, this is all preferences, but I do feel like it's been well lived in. It's a 29 square meter studio type. It's got one bathroom, and the monthly rent they are asking for 16,000 Filipino peso. Now, I need to research what that is in US dollars. But for this particular unit, there isn't any parking. If you do want to park, there is paid parking outside. You can also just take your chances and try to park across 7-Eleven. As I've mentioned, there is also a parking in De Los Santos Hospital. I think overnight is about 100 Filipino peso, which is just under $2 US. Again, I think it would be nicer for the condo that you're renting to have parking if and only if you plan to have guests or visitors who will have their own vehicles. Otherwise, your guests should just be dropped off because parking will definitely be an issue here. If you've made it this far in the video, I would love to extend my gratitude and thank all of you for sticking around with me. I really hope all my videos have been fun, exciting, and I hope you've gained something positive from it. I'd also like to invite you to join my membership for as low as 99 Filipino peso or around $150 US. Any help I can get would be very much appreciated. That'll go to my basic necessities like food, transportation. The link will be right on the description box below. I will definitely notice your name, and again, thank you so much in advance. Let's continue back to this video. So with this price, the 16,000 Filipino peso, that actually includes association dues already. So the association dues are used to pay for the maintenance, for if there's anything that you need, if your light broke, if plumbing needs to get fixed. Every condominium should have a mandatory maintenance. So that's what the association dues are for. However, as you'll shortly see, the building will need a lot of maintenance. I actually don't know where the dues go, but because it's such a low price, 16,000 Filipino peso, it's practically a bargain, and you will get what you pay for, which you'll see, which you're probably seeing. Of course, your water and your electricity will be separate. In other condominiums, there will be a proper receptionist with AC and a lobby. Again, this one has a receiving area. There's a very nice lady there, but yeah, you won't get a proper lobby like other condominiums will have. Again, I think this one is suited particularly for those who are on a budget. I will say the building does need a lot of TLC. But it's also good to know who developed your condominium, because you will see a common pattern and you'll see if it's the same, if they've managed to maintain every other project or building they have. Particularly, I would recommend if you're looking for a nice place, DMCI, Ayala, those developers will very much maintain the condominiums that they have. We are taking a quick break from today's video. I am beyond excited that you're here, and I wanted to take this moment to thank you so much for your support. For those who have sent a thank you, a donation, or who have messaged me directly for donations, thank you so much from my heart to yours. I am beyond appreciative. I am beyond grateful. It motivates me and inspires me to continue this channel, to send nothing but good vibes and more information that would be hopefully useful and or entertaining as well. If you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed creating it, please feel free to send a thank you. This is how to do it. It's very easy. Though should I mention, YouTube does get 30% of that, and what's left, there are tax deductions. Feel free to send a thank you. If you would also like to go direct, this is my email address. Please feel free to send me an email. I'm also on Instagram. You can DM me directly. I will respond. PayPal is also available if you do find it more convenient. If you would like to use a Wise transfer, this is the QR code which you can scan with your phone provided that you have internet. Otherwise, this is my username. Hopefully you'd be able to find me on Wise. I am also on GCash. Alternatively, this is my GCash QR code. You would have to open your GCash app first and then use the app to scan the QR code. I am also very thrilled to mention that I have a membership which you can join, and if you'd like to have a quick chat, ask me questions about anything, I would love to really help you out. And don't forget to join the membership. That would unlock the social media access. When you do join the membership, I am offering a special behind the scenes experience that I don't share anywhere else. I'll take you along with me behind the scenes so you'll know what's going on behind the camera, which is quite exciting. There may be some bloopers and hiccups along the way, but I'd be happy to share that with you. You'll even have the power to choose the next topics for the following videos. Feedback for me is so important, and I would love to know what you would like to see next. You'll have the power to design the next videos that'll be coming out. Help me choose topics, issues, challenges that you might be facing in the Philippines. I would love to tackle all of those topics. You will also be receiving exclusive updates just for you as a member. You can click on the membership link that is located on the description box, and this can be renewed every month. Again, I want to say how much I appreciate you. If my videos inspired you, made you smile, or given you a little escape, I'd love for you to be part of this next chapter. Thank you for being such an incredible part of my life. From my world to yours, with all my love and gratitude. Thank you. Also, since you're staying in a very small place, it's a studio type, it would be nice to have amenities like a swimming pool, a gym. Unfortunately, for this particular unit, there are none of that. So I did request to see if there's a rooftop because, I don't know, I just feel like every building will have a rooftop. And true enough, there is a rooftop. Unfortunately, it was chained. I don't know, for some reason they don't allow people to go there, which is a bit strange because the neighboring condominiums do allow people to hang out on the rooftop. I think it's very healthy for you mentally, spiritually, physically, all of that. So it's just a shame that they've blocked the rooftop. Maybe they're trying to, I don't know, save on management, on maintenance. But I also did see a sign as well on the door, and it was dated 2018. So I do feel like the building has been somewhat neglected. But again, I want to make this channel as realistic as possible. I'm not here to be the bearer of all bad news, but it's also just some things to expect because on photos it looked promising, but again, when you visit the place, it could be a different story. So also, I was seeing that on the rooftop it said like a penthouse probably, so I was expecting that these units would be a lot bigger. But you know, even if you have a nice big unit, if you are happy with that, why not? But then I do feel like the place lacked ventilation. All the doors were shut off. If you also look at the windows, a lot of the windows, you couldn't open them. And also it was smudged, it was blurred, so you can't actually see out what's outside. I thought that was a little strange. You're in a building, it's gonna be a tight space. So I do think that the value for fresh air or for outdoor areas should be there. So what are the payment terms for this particular unit? It's 2 months deposit and 1 month advance. They are requiring a minimum 1 year lease. So you have to stay for at least 1 year. I did ask what if I decide to forfeit the contract and just not stay any longer than that. They said that your deposit will be forfeited. They won't return the deposit. But because it's only a 2-month deposit and 1 month advance, that's practically a 3-month commitment. So I think if you're gonna rent long term, it's really important to visit the place and really spend time there and really see if that's something that's gonna make you happy for 1 year. There are how many days in 1 year, and if you'll be sleeping there, I think it's important to wake up feeling fresh, rejuvenated, you feel good, positive. And so just the energy and the vibe of the building, personally for me, it wasn't my cup of tea, but there was a tenant previously, so it will be for someone else. I don't know if you've seen it, but the sink had a big crack. There were insects on the floor. Definitely there will be some pest control issues there. So I think it's really important to ask as well about pest control. Do they have that in the building? Do you have to call your own? The lady who showed me around, she was so nice enough. She said that if there are any issues, the maintenance of the building should be there to help you. Of course, it waits to be seen because I haven't really experienced it, but she did say that she has her personal contacts as well. So a lot of the times in the Philippines, it's who you know, and it's a very helping community vibe. And I think it's important to stay connected, especially to the agent who's showing you around, because she will be able to help you. It's part of her business. I'm sure she's getting commission. We are particularly on the 7th floor, so 7th heaven, should feel like heaven. And also I did ask if there are any restrictions with visitors, because if you've seen the previous video, they only allow, I think, about 5 guests for a studio type, and they don't allow, they will allow people to visit or to use the amenities like the swimming pool and the gym, but there is a 200 peso, Filipino peso fee per person. That's just below $4. But in this particular condominium, there aren't those amenities. There's no pool, there's no gym. And so I would say in general, the vibe was very chilled out. There wasn't any restrictions on the number of visitors. So I guess if you want to try to squeeze everyone in the studio type, you could. Unfortunately, they won't be able to chill out on the rooftop. Again, it's been locked. I haven't quite got to the part where I wanted to speak with the admin because I just couldn't really see myself living there. But if you were serious about a budgeted place like this, you could always try asking the guard or the admin to see if they are willing to open up the rooftop. And again, in the Philippines, everything can be done if you are able to make connections or to talk it out. I'm sure there might be an arrangement for you to be able to use the rooftop. I personally don't have experience, so I can't say. But it's important to note about these things, especially if you are the type to want to go out of your box or to want to leave the studio or just to get some fresh air, just to get refreshed and then go back to the studio and feel like you're ready to do some more work or ready to end or start the day. It just depends what you plan to use the studio for. Taking a quick break from today's episode because I have something special just for you. I am offering a special customized service on your next travel or visit to the Philippines. If you're looking to retire, travel, visit, or live in the Philippines, and you're serious about finding the perfect place to stay, click join now and be part of my membership. As soon as you sign up, YouTube will notify me and you'll get access to all exclusive content. Plus, you can directly reach out to me via DM on Instagram. You can also send me an email. Once you're a member, feel free to ask me anything and I would love to help you out. If you're navigating where to stay, what to do, how to get around, you'll get live updates and videos, which will give your trip to the Philippines as smooth and pleasant as possible. From booking your ideal accommodations to helping you navigate, you'll have complete exclusive access. I only accept 2 persons every month, so be one of the first ones to sign up this month. Again, you can reach out on Instagram or send me an email. The links are also all on the description box below. And let's begin your travel adventure to the Philippines. So I'm actually very excited for this. I have done my research online to see the comparison of what it costs to rent a 29 square meter studio type condominium. And so these are the costs in US dollars, Filipino peso. I've also managed to find some from Canada, from the US, United Kingdom, Australia, Germany, New Zealand, Japan, Thailand. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, but these are just the average costs, and this is also what I've seen online. I haven't personally been to Canada. I've also not tried to rent a long-term condominium in Germany or Netherlands. Normally when I travel there, it's either Airbnb or booking.com. But it's good for you to note the price comparison if what you would get in the Philippines would be a lot more worth your money, or would you rather just buy in your hometown. So in my situation, this condo was actually meant, the owner used to live there, but she's migrated to Australia, I think. So right now she's using it as extra income for her. But yeah, it's just nice to see the price comparisons of what you would get for a studio type here in Quezon City, particularly in Manila, versus of what you would get in your own hometown. It's also good to note about the environment to see, because you are not just paying for the condominium, you're also paying for what you would get in the surrounding areas. Are you able to walk your kiddo out on a stroller safely? Are you able to take your nice expensive cameras, take photos out? Not that you are gonna do that, but it's also good to note what your environment is like, because you are paying, let's face it, you're not gonna be living and breathing in your studio type forever. You're also gonna be exploring the areas. So it's good to see what your environment is like and see if it's worth it. Again, if you're planning to rent a place in the Philippines, I would super duper highly recommend for you to visit it personally to see if you like it. Photos will always look pretty most of the time, but when you visit it, you want to see if you vibe with the place. Are you happy in the bed that you're sleeping in? Will you wake up feeling re-energized? I hope this video was useful. If not, if you thought it was entertaining, I hope it was entertaining. Again, I would really appreciate it if you made a comment about anything. If you want to share your ideas and thoughts, also give it a thumbs up. But also, if you particularly need help in finding a place for you, I would be more than happy to do so. All you have to do is join the membership here. It'll show you what it looks like, so you can join it easily. I would be happy to connect on social media. Just send me an email, send me a DM on Instagram as well, and I will respond. I do respond to all my members, so thank you so much to all my members who have joined the channel. I really appreciate it. I send you so much love. For those of you who want to connect, I reply to all my members, of course. Please send a thanks as well. This is what it looks like. Any help would be much appreciated. This is 100% an independent channel. Everything that I've used to create this channel, my time, my resources, is all coming from me. So any help that I can get would be very much appreciated. Thank you so much for your time. I hope this is nothing but good vibes. Sending you lots and lots of love. And I'll see you soon again on the next video. Bye for now.